So my dear friends, I'm just leaving Havana, and this is like for me after this great spiritual journey, these are my last moments, and this is Havana airport. So I'm just going inside. Cuba is such a great country because it has a particular political system, economic system, communism. What you read in books, you can see that here in practice. So this is one of the characteristics of this country, that here art, music, political system. You can see these paintings and artwork, which is Cuban art, and you can see a lot of paintings here, and each and every painting that is too expensive, because this is really a special art. But Cubans, they are so good in doing work of art, different types, that because the people are so creative, their political system and economic system is unique. That's why the people, they get like opportunities of developing their this is Cuban music. Music is like part of their lifestyle. Each and every person love music. Without music, you can see here also the Che Guevara shirts. He's the one of the revolutionary icons in the world. There is no internet everywhere in the country. Internet is only in some particular places. As you saw one point, no Cuban, they can have internet at their homes. They go for some public parks, and there they use internet, or some offices they have internet, or some diplomatic and other missions, they have internet access. There is an economic blockade. Still there are sanctions on Cuba from United States, because Cuba missile crisis in the Soviet Union era, and because Cuba was part of the communist bloc, so there were a lot of sanctions. Still there are some sanctions. President Obama, he tried to remove some of the sanctions, but now after Donald Trump, they are revising the policies, because they think that Cuba is a communist regime. This is against human rights and freedom of expression and things like that. So that's why there are restrictions and sanctions on Cuba. You can see the red color here. The red color is the revolutionary color. A lot of tourists, they come to Cuba. Around 4 million tourists, they visit Cuba, because they have excellent beaches. I will be sharing some of my experiences here in Cuba. I used to work here, but this time I came like on my spiritual journey as a tourist. So I explored some parts of Cuban society, economy, and their tourist attractions. So this is a cafe. Inside, the people, they are having Cuban coffee is also excellent. Recently just I took one coffee. So life is different here. It's a very unique country from different point of views. If you talk about the politics, it is different. Economy is a totally different model, and people are like there is only state-based economy, only few private like food, and they have the permission to open food, small restaurants, cafes, private. Otherwise, every other thing is owned by the government. So this is the government. It is 11 million people population, and you can see they are showing. This is some of the beaches of Cuba. Is also very famous for cigars. Those people who they love cigar because Cuban tobacco. This is Havana in front. You see Havana. This is the capital of Cuba. You can see the ocean. This is Cuban. Bienvenido a Cuba. Welcome to Cuba. And the architecture, the Spanish architecture, you can see here. This is the Parliament building. They call it Capitolio. And these are old cars because the people, they don't have economic opportunities to buy new model cars. That's why you will see a lot of old cars here because of sanctions. This is the place where they do each night at 9 p.m. Cañonazo. This is again like building in downtown. This is a museum and hotel. You see again a beach. This is Baradero Beach where I have been. And again you see the cigars. This is airport. So there tourism is medical services. That is number one in their economy. They provide medical services to people. And in many countries of the world, Cuban medical doctors, they are performing their duties. Cuba also offer 1,000 scholarships to Pakistan, and 908 Pakistani doctors, they studied in Cuba, and now they are performing their duties in different places. So medical services, that is their number one economic activity. And number two is tourism. They also export some nickel, and but they import each and everything. So there are a lot of business opportunities here in Cuba. From a matchbox to aeroplane, they import each and everything. So the people who are interested in imports, exports, so Cuba is a very good market. Although you have to conduct your business with the government, there is no private sector with whom you can conduct your business negotiations. You have to talk to the government, and then the government will tell you, they will facilitate you, the chambers of commerce and the Cuban companies, government companies, they will be then processing. You may be from a private sector, but you have to talk to government. So this is government to government or private sector to government. In Cuba, as I said, they have a different economic model. So you cannot talk to private people, especially for exports. That is a different economic model, as I am saying. So let's see if you have any questions. So I have remained in Latin American Spanish-speaking countries for a long time, and I have been to each and every country where they speak Spanish. So this is an opportunity for you if you need more information, so you can contact me. Thank you very much.